Hey, Alex, thanks for taking the time today. We'll get started here with Ed Kratz and Jamie Apodi.
Yeah, hey, hi, Alex. What a difference a year makes, huh? I mean, how different is it now going into this season versus last year?
Yeah, obviously, it's a huge difference. Didn't know if I was going to be here week one. Last year, obviously, I was. And, obviously the role is, a little bigger. I know I'll be playing some defense. So that's, something, I'm proud of. But, yeah, just like it was last year, preparing the same way and just, excited to finally be in a game week.
Go ahead, Jamie, and then Al.
Alex, you personally surprised a lot of people last year. And the team is pretty good at doing that sometimes. This year, nobody really knows what to expect. New coach, sort of new quarterback. What do you guys expect heading into this season in week one?
I'm just, kind of what we've been preaching all, offseason. A competitive team that's, ready to come out and surprise a lot of people. I think this city and kind of stuff, over the last, I guess the Doug era of the Eagles, was, Super Bowl and still kind of hanging on 17. And we get to be a whole new team, a whole new face, like you said, new quarterback kind of knows who we're going to be. I think us in this building know who we're going to be, and we're just excited to show everybody starting here in Atlanta.
Go ahead, Al, and then Martin.
All right. Listen, Alex, I know you probably haven't looked at any game film yet, but Matt Ryan's been around forever. What are some of the things that he does that can be a big challenge for linebackers?
How he throws the ball. I mean, he's a special quarterback. He's a guy that was however many minutes away from winning a Super Bowl. Against the Patriots. He's a winning quarterback. That's why he's been there for so long. That's why he's been able to do what he's done in the league. He's had however many 1,000-yard receivers. So yeah, he's a special talent. It's gonna be fun to play a guy like that, and I'm just excited. Like I said, to get down there and be in Atlanta.
Go ahead, Martin, and then Bo.
Hey, Alex, now that you've had like a whole offseason with Nick Sirianni and Jonathan Gannon, what have you noticed about their coaching styles and their ability to kind of like run defense, especially, Jonathan in that respect?
Yeah, I love the defense, that we're, going to be running. Just his nature, I think, just how he goes about everything, the communication, I think it's so big, being a guy that's been, was a position coach, more recently, I think the communication, through the players, with the players, and I think, also with Nick Rawlis in our room, it's so much, there's so much more to it because it's just not, Schwartz, I think, ran, his defense was very, it was kind of, we ran it one way and it was just, real in stone. And, he had that, for, a few decades and, it was great for what it was. But, I think we're, in the process of, we have so many, great players on our team. You see the front end, the back end, and, the other linebackers in it. So it's exciting to just kind of see how everybody's been meshing together. And like, I can't wait for this weekend. I know they can't wait for this weekend. I can only imagine, in their new positions, how excited they are. I know how excited I am. And the energy around here, through them first is huge. So it's really exciting to be in the building, getting ready to go on a game week.
Go ahead, Bo.
Hey, Alex, just in terms of the differences in the scheme, is it fair to say that what you guys are doing up front this year as opposed to last year frees you up a little bit more to have a little bit more freedom to get to the ball?
It could always, be different back and forth. But, with guys like Fletcher and Hargrave and, it's kind of, even if they're freeing us up, I think those guys are going to end up making a ton of plays too. They're all pro players for a reason. They're special guys, the ends. I'm so thankful to be playing behind those guys because, without them, I don't think we're making any plays in whatever scheme we're running.
We'll go to Zach Berman next.
Hey, Alex, it's no secret from the Eagles side that you guys think with the new staff, there's kind of a mystery surrounding your schemes entering week one. The same thing could be said about the Falcons. How do you go about preparing for this offense when you don't quite know exactly what it's going to look like scheme-wise?
Yeah, I'm going to assume they're doing the same thing we are. You go back to where, the coaches have been. You watch film on, who they've been in the past and just kind of rely on, we talked about Matt Ryan, being there for so long, a veteran quarterback like that, like certain things his way, I'm sure. And it'll just kind of, be the mesh of those two things is, obviously I think what the coaches are probably going to take out of it. And I think we're going to go in kind of with a game plan like you would in any week one, when you play any team, whether or not they've, been running the same system forever, that you you kind of have to do your things. You got to execute your way. I think Coach today said it, kind of perfectly. A lot of teams, you lose week one just not being able to execute, your calls and run it your way, no matter who you're playing. And I think that's kind of, the way that this team's going to go into it. Let's just execute better. And whatever they run, we're going to have to adjust. They're going to have to adjust. And, by halftime, it could be a whole different, kind of scheme than, it was in the first quarter. So just go out and execute whatever we're calling and, be able to play against anything.
As a quick follow-up, are you watching more Falcons film or Titans film?
A lot of both. I've already been on both, and so you watch as much as you can and just kind of soak in whatever you can with both teams.
All right, guys, that's all we have time for with Coach coming in here. So thanks for the time, Alex.
Yep, thank you.